This is Pawprint, an animal rescue community, episode 93, and our first episode of 2017. I'm Harold Ree.
I'm Nancy Ree.
And today we celebrate our 1-year anniversary. On January 1st, 2016, we launched 4 episodes, our intro episode, along with 3 other interviews. And today we kind of turn back the clock a little bit, maybe review a little bit. We could talk about a few things going on. So I think the biggest lesson that I've learned about animal rescue over all these different interviews is that, well, one animal is really all it takes, right? Because we've interviewed Greg Maley, who has rescued literally tens of thousands of animals. We've interviewed folks like Peter Rourke and Rick Browdy, who have their airplane flying organizations have also rescued thousands of animals. But we also interviewed folks who have just literally rescued one animal. In particular, Joan Chaplick. She was one of our Greyhound episodes. Joan rescued Shimmer, a retired Greyhound, who unfortunately passed away. So now she has her second Greyhound named Shout. But from whether it's 50,000 animals or just one, the message of animal rescue is that really making that connection with that animal, could be dog, cat, or any other animal, is really the most important thing. Any thoughts that you have for the past year in animal rescue?
Well, a lot has changed. We launched Pawprint podcast 1 year ago. And how many episodes?
Now, today is 93, so... Yeah.
So 93 episodes later, a lot has changed. We've talked to some awesome people in animal rescue. However, also some things stay the same. A year ago this time, we were fostering a hard-to-place Chihuahua. And this year, we're in the exact same position. We have another kind of tough-to-place Chihuahua in this case because he's just another tan Chihuahua. And it hasn't been easy to get adopters interested in him. So in that sense, we find ourselves at a similar place, but this is what we're committed to do. We have to save dogs, one dog at a time.
Was just thinking of pit bulls, mainly because pit bulls were in the news this year, mainly with Montreal, that Montreal was about to pass some breed-specific legislation, which in general, don't want to go into all the reasons, but in general, breed-specific legislation is not, in our opinion, the right way to go about addressing dog bites, dog-related fatalities, that type of thing. And so, fortunately, one of the judges in the Montreal area did put a stop so far to the breed-specific legislation. We'll have to see what happens. Well, let's just talk a little bit about Costa Rica. I know we talked a little bit about last week, but in short, where did we go in Costa Rica? Well, if you ever have a question about Costa Rica, you can always ask us, although we didn't go everywhere. But we landed in San Jose, which is the capital and the biggest city in Costa Rica. Just a typical world large city. A little bit of pollution, but just overall, just a kind of a cool place to be. We stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn, which was right across the street from the National Stadium. Just a beautiful, beautiful sports stadium. Then from there, we traveled to Arenal, the volcano, where it was raining because the volcano and the rainforest in Arenal are one and the same. And so it was pouring. But we did do some zip lining and some hot springs. Nancy, you want to talk about what was your favorite part, the hot springs or the zip lining?
I enjoyed both. Hot spring was very nice because it came after a long trip, a long flight, and a long drive getting to our destination. And it was just really nice to relax in a hot spring, even though it was pouring rain. Ziplining was very exciting. It's arduous because you have to climb a lot of steps to get there. But once you're there and once you get over the initial fear, of gliding over a rope or gliding on a rope. It's pretty thrilling.
Yeah, the best part to me, going back to the hot springs, the best part was, and Nancy, you may remember this, they actually had built in, made out of stone. They had basically like these lounge chairs built into the pool, this hot spring pool. That was awesome. I could literally probably just take a nap, which they do not recommend because of the hot temperature. But I definitely could take a nap on this stone lounge chair it was just the perfect depth. So your head doesn't get submerged in the water, but the rest of your body does. So that was awesome. And then, yeah, as Nancy said, the zip lining was great, with a potential exception of the, we must have climbed, I don't know, a few hundred stairs, right? It was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot. After that, 2 days in the rainforest, where it was raining a lot, but a lot of fun at the hot springs and the zip lining. Then we traveled to Tamarindo Beach, where we actually recorded last week's episode. And that was a lot of fun. Actually, we lost track of time, right? After a couple days. Yeah. It was great. We actually celebrated Christmas in Tamarindo Beach. Well, with that said, trying to think, any plans for 2017? We got lots more dogs that we want to foster and rescue.
It's the same mission. Save as many dogs as we can. There's in California, there's a huge problem with homeless pit bulls. And we'd like to do our part in trying to resolve that crisis with the disproportionately high number of homeless pit bulls.
So if any of you have any guests that you think we should interview, the best way to do it is to reach us just through our Gmail address. This is pawprint@gmail.com. You can also just email me at haroldree, R-H-E-E, @gmail.com. For some reason, folks say that they've tried to reach us through our contact page on the website. Don't know why, but some folks say that it doesn't get through. So in this case, go through our Gmail. This is pawprint@gmail.com. Well, we're super excited for 2017. We have a wonderful lineup of guests for you guys to listen to, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Pawprint is a production of EVER Education.
You can't handle the truth.